those of you that have been paying attention will know that I have very mixed feelings about GameStop, and there's been some recent developments that have made the share price shoot up even more. Now, you may remember in my last videos that there's a playlist at the end if you've not already seen them. The direction that I felt that was best for the company was to go down the route of a multi-vendor marketplace. And Ryan Cohan, who is an activist investor, owns almost 10% of GameStop. You may remember that he's the guy that founded Chewy.com. Now, he has decided that to approach the board and to request that they allow him to have a more active role in the company. And what he has put forward is that he wants to push the online side of the company and to compete with the likes of Amazon. Now, that is exactly what he did with Chewy. He grew Chewy, he created a environment that his customers wanted to come back to. He created a personal experience, and him as a small company was able to be the David against the Goliath of Amazon. And he won, and he did very well with Chewy in that regard. And he very much sees that he can do the same thing with GameStop. And maybe he can. But I'm not really confident. And the reason for that is there's a number of reasons why that is. So the first one is the main reason that he was successful with Chewy is the fact that he was able to create this kind of community, this loving environment where customers wanted to shop. And if you know pet owners, if you know people that have a lot of pets, you will know that they often are the kind of people who, if they ordered some pet food and it arrived with a lovely handwritten note that said, this was packed by Julie, and, she draws a little picture of a bone on there or something like that, that they would be very touched and they would appreciate the extra element that had gone into that packaging. However, if you know any gamers that when their package arrives, they're going to pay no attention to anything inside that package because, frankly, they don't care. What they want is the game. And to be honest, a lot of gamers probably wouldn't even notice if you wrote something profound on the packaging, the outer cardboard of the box, because as soon as they know that that's the game that they've been waiting for, they will just rip the box open, grab the game, and run straight to their console or to their PC. So I think for Cohen to make an environment that gamers are interested in, I think that's going to be really hard. And to do it from a new online perspective, to create a new community online, again, I think that's going to be difficult to start off with. I think that would be difficult for a startup. I think it would be difficult for anyone with an existing online presence, given the fact that the gaming community is not a single community. We're talking about a huge variety of people with many different interests, and it would be almost impossible to try to bring them all into one kind of group as such. Not only that, but there's also the fact that GameStop doesn't really have that kind of a reputation. People don't have a positive view on GameStop. They they generally kind of see it as the kind of place that they have to go because they have to get rid of their games, and they'll probably get very little, much less than they really think their game is worth when they trade it in. And obviously they'll then need to buy the new game, and they'll probably end up having to pay a bit more than they'd really like to for it. Maybe they're buying it secondhand, so that maybe they are happy with it, but that's not the kind of feeling that I get when I see what other people say about GameStop. So I think Cohen's got a real uphill struggle just with that area, just with the community area. Then we have how he is going to compete with Amazon, because with the electronics, the games, all of the different products that GameStop sell at the moment, and my understanding is he also wants to expand this range as well and diversify the brand even further. Amazon isn't just Amazon themselves. Amazon is millions of small business owners who are trying to sell their products. So what you have is a whole collection of people trying to undercut each other so that they get the sale. Meaning Amazon, almost by default, will end up being one of the lowest prices on the internet, and to an extent can continue with a very, very low price, almost making no profit on a lot of products, because of the fact that it's not Amazon themselves that aren't making a profit on this product, it's individual sellers who are trying to sell this one individual product and hoping that when you buy that one, you'll also buy others that are marked up higher. So this makes Amazon very, very difficult to compete with, especially now. Like 10 years ago when Cohen, I can't remember if it was 10 years ago, but back when Cohen was creating Chewy and was actually competing with Amazon, Amazon was big, but it definitely wasn't the beast that it is now. So I think he's going to really struggle, and it's going to need a huge, huge investment for him to be able to do this. And I do know that GameStop does have a good cash pile, that they have their assets, they're not sitting on a huge amount of debt, so they do have the ability to reinvest in the business and to grow this side. I'm not quite sure that they have the level of cash that they're going to need. And going forward, I think that it's either going to be that Cohen's going to need to raise more money, he's going to need to issue more shares, or he'll have to take the company private and then bring more cash into the company, which again is going to be very difficult. I'm not going to short this company because I think, like I've said before, I still see a lot of last gasp euphoria for this company, and it's shooting up fairly quickly. So there's a good chance that this stock might reach $15 or even $20 a share. I don't think it's worth that, but it could definitely reach that. At that point, if the market as a overall starts to tumble, I would definitely be tempted on shorting GameStop, because I definitely don't think it's worth $15 or $20 a share. But I guess only time will tell. So I hope you've found this interesting, and if you have, make sure to give us a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.